Hi, this is Aaron Yates. I'm with KerrvillePhoto.com, and I am the video producer that films the UGRA River Corridor videos each year for the Upper Guadalupe River Authority. We're here on the landing page for the website to compare videos and view the map and app that we've created to compare this data. When you're ready to take a look at it, just click this link here and it'll bring you to the app page that we've created. On the top, this is Google Maps with a bunch of waypoints or landmarks marked up here. Down here in the lower panel is two video panels, two video players. You'll see this one's labeled 2018, this one's labeled 2017. Now back up to the top here, this is just Google Maps. You can add labels to the satellite view so you can see some of the streets and towns. You can also switch it over to a regular map view if you prefer that. I like to look at the satellite view with the labels turned on. And just to show you an example of how this app works, you can just roll your mouse wheel to zoom in, or you can hit the little plus and minus buttons over here to zoom in and out of the map. So up here, this is the North Fork along FM 1340. And if we want to compare videos starting here at the Mo Range Rapids, I can just click one of these markers here and it's going to try to load both videos side by side. So this is 2018, this is 2017. You'll see that in most places the videos start out very much in sync or very close to being in perfect sync, but they will drift over time based on the cameras that we've used each year and the speed that we flew each year. Both of these videos here were filmed with a gyro-stabilized drone trying to fly at roughly the same speed, so they look very similar and they tend to stay in sync better. When you drop back to some of the older years, though, as we'll see in a moment, the sync is not quite as tight. But if it does drift out of sync, the best way to handle that, whichever video that you like, you can click the sync button and it tries to sync the other video closer to the current video, or whichever video that you click. In other words, if we were to move this one forward in time just a little bit and then we can click sync back on this video on the right, it's going to bring the video on the left back as close as possible to in sync with this video. If you see something that you want to look at more closely, you can hit pause on either video. It'll pause both videos. YouTube tries to bring up ads, so you can just X those out and then you can examine both of these videos side by side while they're paused. Then when you're ready to move on, you can hit resume. And this will continue for the entire stretch of the waterway. So you can watch the South Fork from beginning to end. You can watch the North Fork beginning to end. The Guadalupe River starts at the confluence of the North and South Fork and goes all the way to Comfort. And you can watch Johnson Creek all the way from Highway 41 down to its confluence with the Guadalupe River. And at any time you can move your map around and find a different spot to be able to compare. I'm going to bring us down here all the way into Ingram and click on this marker here at Lake Ingram. And we can compare the two lake videos from year to year side by side. I want to show you how you can compare different years. So at any time you can change the year down here and pick any year from 2011 to 2018. So I'm going to click 2011 over here to show you something interesting. 2011 they had drained the lake at Lake Ingram. The other reason I wanted to show you this older one is every year from 2011 to 2016 we actually filmed it from a traditional manned helicopter instead of from a drone. So you'll have a different camera angle. You'll notice the footage is not nearly as stabilized because it was just a guy, just me, hanging off the side of this helicopter, and so the footage is not always extremely stable. Also, camera technology gets better and better every year, so we were using a much older camera in 2011 compared to what we're using now. So even all the way to 2016, the camera image gets a lot better, but still it's that side angle looking at the lake and the river usually from the south side of the river looking kind of northeast. But the controls work the same way. At any point you can pause and resume. You can also try to bring the videos into closer sync. And you can do this up and down any of the waterways that we've filmed. So at any time you can move on to a different marker and it will bring up the different views from that point on the map. You can also change the number of videos to compare. You can do as many as 8, but most computers cannot handle quite that many. But if we switch it to 4, we now see that there's 4 video players playing up and down. So if I click on a marker again, it'll launch 2018, 2017, 2016, and 2015, all from that same spot there at the new bridge, as I call it, over on Spur 100. So this might be a little too much information for most people, but it is helpful to occasionally hit pause. And YouTube tries to be helpful, but we don't want these ads, so we can X those out. But then you can really look and say, okay, from 2015 to 2018, here's how this particular stretch of river changed over the years. So that's a brief overview of this app that we've built here for UGRA viewing the river corridor videos in 2018. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. This is Aaron Yates. I'm at kerrvillephoto.com. Can also be reached on Facebook at kerrvillephoto.com. Thank you.